What's up, guys? It's May 14th, and I'm coming to you from another extended stay hotel, this time in New Haven, Connecticut. I'm on business again, so, there's no excuses when you're traveling, so I'm staying at an extended stay, and I actually couldn't be happier, to be honest. I feel like their hotels are really, really nice for what they are, and from the looks of the parking lot, it's just jam-packed. And they actually had to put me in a smoking room because they didn't have any non-smoking available. So, I guess the secret's out. I think a lot of people take advantage of, the comforts that they provide and being able to cook your own food and stuff. And for me particularly, this is really nice because the temptation is not as great. It's a little bit harder to go out and get food. I'd have to get in my car and drive down to the grocery store or a restaurant or something like that, as opposed to New York, where I can just walk out of my apartment and hit the bodega or the 7-Eleven or what have you. So anyway, I'm in Connecticut on business, and the competition in New Jersey is 2 days away. This will be my last one. And I'm pleased to report that I've actually dried out considerably. Jeff had me cycling water heavily after my little post-victory binge. And I think most of the water that was kind of the subcutaneous or whatever that was under my skin has kind of, dissipated. My weight has certainly dropped. When I weighed myself on, I guess that Sunday after the competition, in the evening, I weighed myself in at 170, so I had gained like 15 pounds, I guess, in water weight, from the time I ate after the contest the night before to the time I weighed myself. So I was really worried, wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this competition because I was just afraid the definition wasn't going to be there. So Jeff had me cycling water like crazy, which kind of has a diuretic effect for me, I've learned. And anyway, I've also been hitting the cardio really hard, hitting the weights really hard, and kind of restricting my calories and carbs a bit, even though Jeff didn't really say to do that. I've been kind of taking it upon myself. Like if I get to the evening and I've still got, a couple hundred calories worth of like snacks or something before bed and I don't feel like it, I'll just go to bed, and I won't eat those calories. So anyway, that having been said, my weight has dropped. This morning I was 154.6, which is considerably down. I think 2 days ago it was 163, yesterday was around 157, and this morning it's 154. And I didn't have to go to the bathroom, no number 2 this morning, so it's probably a little bit lower than that in actuality. TMI. So anyway, I'm planning to kind of finish up business here and drive down to New Jersey tomorrow morning for the polygraph. One of the reasons that I really love this extended stay particularly is because there is a gym like right down the street called The Edge, and it's a 30,000 square foot gym. It's just massive. They have great equipment, and as it turns out, because I was going to buy a day pass, as it turns out, if you're staying at the extended stay, you actually get a free pass, like a free day pass. So I've been twice. I went yesterday, and I went this morning. It's actually really early right now. It's around 7 o'clock, and I actually need to be getting out on my way to the theater where we're working. But I got up this morning around 4:30, and I was one of those guys standing at the doors of the gym when they opened at 5 a.m. So I worked out for about an hour and a half. I've been having some pretty killer workouts, despite the fact that I feel like I'm still depleted. Obviously my weight is down. I'm really watching what I eat, but I've just been hitting it really hard. And I know you're really not supposed to do that during like a peak week, but at this point I feel like Jeff said the other night, like at this point, mission accomplished. I got my pro card, I knocked it out of the park, never thought that would happen. So I think this OCB show is going to be fun. I'm just going to get out there, and I'll be with the open class too, I think, because it's based on height this time around. It's a much, much bigger show, and I think I'm just going to get out there and, give it my all. It's not to say I'm going to cut corners. Like I said, I'm still sticking with the diet and stuff and still hitting the gym, and, today, I think it's Thursday, so I've got 2 days, so Thursday, Friday, I'm going to start cycling my water down. So today, I think I'm at like 1.8 liters or something like that. And I think tomorrow I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to bump it down to the 20 ounces and just sip throughout the day. And I think Jeff has me doing like a moderate carb up tomorrow, probably just to be on the safe side, because I did have a lot of carbs at the beginning of the week, and the water issue and everything aside, probably better off to keep the carbs like in a reasonable frame. So I think like 500 grams of carbs. I probably won't hit that. I don't know. Maybe I will. But anyway, I brought a lot of my food with me, my wheat cereal and stuff, my low sodium cereal, and my low sodium protein powder, and I actually brought all of my meals. I made those at the beginning of the week and brought them in a cooler. So they're chilling literally in the refrigerator right now. So I guess that's pretty much it. I'm really looking forward to this being over. Not to put too fine a point on it, I really am. It's been such a journey, and like even last night, I had to go to Stop and Shop to get some yogurt for this morning for breakfast, just some bare essentials. And even last night, man, I was rolling the aisles at the Stop and Shop with my cart, just looking at food and trying to figure out if there was anything I could eat. And I actually bought these cookies at the Edge gym before I left, those complete cookies, and I guess they're complete, I don't know, they're not complete crap, but I mean, they've got, fairly low fat, but the carbs are really high, and there's a little bit of protein in there. I guess they try to justify, it being a complete cookie, but I guess it doesn't have a lot of like preservatives, and it's vegan and all that kind of stuff, which I don't really care about. But anyway, last night my meals were kind of off for the day because we were traveling and stuff, so I hadn't actually consumed a lot of my calories. So last night I cut my dinner portion of carbs, which was like potatoes and stuff, and I had my complete cookie before bed, and it was actually really good. It was nice, but even then I was in bed, I had the lights off, and I was moments away from going to sleep, and I had my cookie because I just knew if I was up and I still had stuff to do and I was walking around, the temptation is still there, and I've got like Reese cups in the freezer for the competition and stuff that I know I cannot eat. I cannot do that, so I need to really, really persevere and put it off like 2 more days, and I'm really looking forward to just being done. Like I said, I think, the competition on Saturday is going to be over really late. And, Panda Express is my thing, and there just happens to be one on the way down to New Jersey. So I'm thinking late tonight, after we get done with work, I might stop at the Panda Express and get, a meal in various containers and maybe stick it in the freezer here. And then hopefully my hotel in New Jersey will have like a refrigerator in the room, like a mini fridge, and I'll just store it in there maybe, and that way I can maybe have some Panda Express after the competition. I think I would be okay with that, as long as I don't go back out and go to a 7-Eleven and just eat myself to death. So anyway, I was going to do that, and then I drive back to New York City early Sunday morning, and I'm kind of hoping maybe there's a Cracker Barrel on the way. I think I might try and do like a Cracker Barrel breakfast and like treat myself to that. And then next week, my wife and I are just doing like some sort of ready-made Fresh Direct stir fries over brown rice pretty much throughout the week for lunch and dinner. I'll probably keep breakfast fairly reasonable, maybe have a Pop-Tart, because I've been itching to have Pop-Tarts and stuff again. So anyway, I'm just really looking forward to like not having to think about food. I was telling my colleagues yesterday in the car, I'm just getting to the point where they're like, oh my God, you just want to eat? And yeah, I do, but I learned a hard lesson on Saturday evening, or Sunday, I should say, with the whole water retention thing and all that. I really felt bad. I felt so gross, and I kind of panicked a little bit knowing I had this competition coming up. But even without a competition on the horizon, I want to kind of give my body a chance to, get back into it. Like we're actually going to a street fair also on Sunday, just to add insult to injury, and like, that's where you can get funnel cakes and deep fried Oreos and barbecue and flank steak and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. And my wife and I usually get like a flank steak, which comes with some potatoes and slaw, but I think I'm going to take it a little easy. I don't think I'm going to go too crazy at that. I really don't. We're going to buy some popcorn that we like to keep in the house, some kettle corn and stuff, but you know, I had envisioned myself like literally sitting in front of the funnel cake stand and getting deep fried Oreos and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I'm going to taste, I'm going to have some stuff, and especially if I get like a Cracker Barrel breakfast or something that morning, but I don't think I'm going to go too crazy. So anyway, it's just kind of surreal knowing that, you know, the end is near. You know, it has been such a long journey. It's still 2 days though. In my mind, it's like I still have like 2 more months. You know, 2 days feels like 2 months. It just doesn't really feel like it's here yet. But anyway, I'm closer than I think. And man, I'm so ready for this to be over. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it. I got a new posing suit from Muscle Potential because the judges at the WNBF competition said something that was a little more sheer in the back would probably be better for my glutes. So they got me a quarter coverage back, which is actually really skimpy. Definitely going to have to use the Bikini Bite stuff to hold that in place because there's not a whole lot to hold in place really. And yeah, the people at Muscle Potential are just awesome. The guy I've been dealing with, his name is Aaron, and you know, I emailed him Saturday night right after the competition. I said, look, they need something that's got a smaller back, and I said, can you guys get this to me within the week? And he did. You know, I actually had it shipped to the theater where we're working just to make sure I got it on time. So I got that, and I have one more spray tan scheduled for tomorrow evening in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And I also got the Dream Tan, and I guess I'm going to see how the spray tan turns out if it gets really dark. I just told the people at the spray tan place, I said I need this to be as dark as possible. So if it's dark enough, I don't know if I'm going to do the Dream Tan. I really don't have anybody to put it on me at the show, on my back. So I guess there's probably spray tan people there. I could probably pay them $20 to rub me down with it. But my concern is that it says on the container that it will run if you get any water on it. Or maybe it said that online somewhere. And I just remember on Saturday last week, I was sweating like you wouldn't believe. It was just so hot and everybody was just pouring sweat. So I'm just thinking that might end up being bad. I just feel like it's better to be a little bit lighter than to have all that stuff streaking down your body. But I mean, that's just my opinion. So anyway, I guess we'll see. Well, that's it. I'm going to go hit breakfast and then jump in the car and drive to the theater like a maniac who's already late. So anyway, I'll check in shortly.